At Gents, we aspire to provide our customers the fashion apparel that they desire at the highest level of quality offered, with it also being sourced from the best environmentally sustainable products. Our vision consists of merging millennial-inspired products with fashion-conscious individuals, and we encourage both confidence and individuality. Gent's model consists of both a physical store and e-commerce. Aimed at the fashion conscious, we provide quality products to enhance the individuality within any wardrobe. We will accomplish this by operating with regular replenishments of products with a price point range of $79.50 to $119.50 and ranging from sizes small to 4X. Our code of conduct is based on three pillars: honesty, law, and fair competition. The company as a whole, including employees, will adhere to the laws of the inhabited country while also keeping any internal information confidential and away from exposure to competitors. We will conduct our social responsibility by donating financially and any services for social causes. We also enforce fair treatment of all our employees. We've researched other various menswear brands to access how they engage in both fields of quality and sustainability. Zara, Topman, and Uniqlo all focus on trendy, fashionable, and quality clothing while also placing emphasis on business operations, social responsibility, and sustainability. Men's Warehouse, Tommy Bahama, and Joseph A. Bank focus on customer satisfaction, quality, and timeless designs. Gents aims to pull qualities from these companies while also adding a personal, independent experience. Our consumer profile consists of millennial men ranging from ages 20 to 35 years old. Our reason for targeting such age range is due to the 48% of millennial men correlating their style to self-expression. They are aware of both their style as well as their environment. They value quality, authenticity, environmental awareness, and sustainability from a brand. Within our sourcing guidelines, we require that all of our hiring suppliers are parallel to the ethical and lawful manners that gents carry on with themselves. We will also conduct routine audits on business practice guidelines as well as any laws that are related to human trafficking and slavery. We do not tolerate the use of child labor and require that all workers are greater than the age of 15 years old or at the minimum age deemed lawful to work in said country. Gents will not conduct business with any suppliers that use forced labor, such as slaves, imprisonment, indentured servants, bonded, or otherwise. And there must not be any traffic workers by use of any threat, force, abduction, or fraud. Our suppliers must also provide safe and healthy work environments for the workers of that corporation, as well as abide by any laws for safe working conditions. Our suppliers must not also discriminate based on race, color, origin, gender, sexual orientation, religion, disability, or age. And finally, our suppliers must comply with applicable environment laws and work to minimize the impact on the environment and the product itself.
Choosing suppliers to make your product depends on many factors, such as location, price, how their values align with yours, product quality, volumes, and so much more. We researched China, India, El Salvador, and Mauritius as potential countries to conduct business in. China is the biggest producer and exporter of textiles and clothing, accounting for 50% of the world's total fiber production and 58% of the world's textiles and clothing trade, but also a potential buyer and importer backed by a fast-growing market. China has one of the largest global economies. It's the largest exporter and has the largest exchange reserves in the world. There are some factors that could affect production when looking forward. They have an aging population and shrinking workforce. There's also currently a lack of openness of the political system. There are also issues of competitiveness in an economy dependent on high capital spending and the expansion of credit. Currently, China is in a trade war with the United States, which could impact costs tremendously due to higher tariffs. There are over 34 major ports and over 2,000 minor ports in China. That leaves you with a lot of different options for freight companies with various costs depending on what's being shipped and how much. The 10-digit HTS code is listed below along with the corresponding duty charges. We explored a number of suppliers for each country. The first supplier that's listed delivers approximately 8,000 stalls per year, valuing at 100 million US dollars. Due to the volume, they could be a strong contender for the needs of our business. Blue Tide Textile Company has worked with many different competitors in the retail industry. They have an innovative strategy. They've worked with over 85 million meters of piece dye fabrics and have manufactured over 30 million shirts a year. They have advocated for many different sustainable trends and are a great option for us when we look for a supplier. High Fashion Company also is a good option as they've worked with many different customers, including J. Crew, Macy's, and White House Black Market. They have an efficient management system with many different certifications. They also own over 6 design studios to help you in the production process. High Hope International is the fourth supplier that we explored for China. They offer a design and proofing center that has many different skilled workers. They have a production and office area that employs about 300 associates, and typically the monthly output is about 350,000 pieces. Wuxi Luton has previously worked with companies including Burberry, Disney, and Elle. They have a professional order operations process, a website that's very strong, and they also pride themselves on their production management standardization. The second country that we explored was India. India is the 7th largest country in the world, but they hold the place of second place in ranking with population. It's centrally located in the southern subregions of Asia. India is diverse in religion. The country is very strong in trading and economics. In terms of the GDP, it makes up 4.19% of the Earth's total economy. The currency of India is the rupee. Shown are both India's current president and prime minister and the country's flag. India does not have any trade agreements currently with the United States, but is a part of an association in the southeast of Asia. The U.S. is India's #1 export destination, and it also is the U.S. 9th largest goods trading partner. Shown is India's HS code. Next, we're going to explore the suppliers within India. The first choice is Philos India PTV Limited. This company is a great option because they're focused on quality products and customer service. They also have the latest software technology and experienced fashion designers and merchandisers in-house. Texport Industries is another supplier with India. Some of their customers have been the Gap, Old Navy, Kohl's, and Donna Karan. They have a great infrastructure as they have highly skilled associates and are focused on quality at every single level. They are very attentive to detail and productivity. Philolemi Fashion PTV Limited is also a supplier in India. They have private label clothing lines, independent fashion designers, high fashion international boutiques, and more. They also have retailers in the US and UK, which make them very easy to work with as they're used to doing business in the United States. Deep was the other supplier that we explored in India. They export to the United States and many other countries. They also have the best and latest manufacturing infrastructure with their own research and development lab on site. They have strong capabilities and make sure that they follow high quality controls. The third country that we explored was El Salvador. El Salvador is a country that's successful in both trading and investing. They are part of the World Trade Organization, and they have free trade agreements with the United States and other countries throughout Europe and Asia. BWA was the first supplier that we explored within El Salvador. Some of their customers have included Dillard's, LL Bean, Cabela's, and REI. They have a guaranteed 60-day knit product return time and 4-day shipping from El Salvador to Miami, which is a great option. Next, we looked at Insinca. They have many different products, which also include wovens, which we're looking to produce at Gents. Their lead time is 60 days. They have a great corporate responsibility focused on honesty and a sense of belonging. They have capabilities to provide durable and stain-resistant fabrics that don't shrink. Another supplier option is TexOps. Some of their customers have included Dick's Sporting Goods, Nike, Adidas, and Gap. Their lead time is efficient and timely. They have strong customer service as they've been positioned as the go-to factory for many of their customer base. Picacho provides flexibility and the quality that Gents is searching for when selecting a supplier. They have worked with Liz Claiborne, Dillard's, LL Bean, and more. They have a very strong infrastructure set up, including a product development office, production warehouses, and rooms. The final supplier that we explored in El Salvador was Supertex Group. Their customers have included Under Armour, Adidas, and Dillard's. Their lead time is very strong as they're able to meet the demand of the global market under the different needs and requirements of customers. They have 2 production plants, one in Colombia and then one in El Salvador, and they have special value-added services like embroidery and printing. There are 17 free trade zones operating in El Salvador. Some are owned by the U.S., which would make them a strong contender. You can also see the 10-digit HTS code that's listed. Due to El Salvador being fairly close to the United States, we could receive shipped goods by boat in 8 days. Finally, we reviewed Mauritius as a potential country. Mauritius is an island off the coast of Southeast Africa in the Indian Ocean. The country ranks as 19th in the world for the most heavily populated. Citizens in the country speak English among other different languages. Mauritius is religiously diverse with no major religion. Mauritius has a democratic republic with a parliamentary system and a non-executive president. Listed below is the current president and his wife. They are focused on biodiversity and have an awareness of global warming. The country's GDP growth reached 4% in 2017. The inflation rate reached 6.9% in February compared to 1.3% the year before in 2017. The poverty levels in Mauritius are low, having overcome extreme poverty in the years before. Known as the national flag of Mauritius, along with the rainfall distribution over the country. It's a tropical island in the southern hemisphere, so due to its location, the seasons are experienced at the opposite times that Europe and North America typically experience them. The country enjoys a duty-free trade agreement with the United States. The deal is currently solid and not at risk. A lot of different brands have partnered with them, like Zara, Adidas, and Levi's, because of that. With the current trade agreement, the quota has free access to the U.S. market for over 6,000 products. The product classification, including the HTS code for men's, is listed below. There is a Mauritius Metro Express project that was officially launched in 2017, which allows a tramway from a port to the Curie Pipe. It was implemented to reduce road traffic problems. The current route from Mauritius to the United States by ship requires about 55 days to complete. As a group, we then compiled our country research findings to rate and rank the individual countries. Mauritius leaded at 88 out of 100, China then second with a score of 82, India at 76, and then El Salvador at 73. To determine these numbers, we looked at the business climate, apparel label cost, transport time and cost, government, location, risk, social stability, sourcing guidelines, the textile industry, trade agreements, trained workforce, and socio and eco-political agreements. After we completed our country research, we then compiled our supplier findings to rank the individual suppliers by country to determine which supplier would best fit our needs. As you can see, in China, Wuxi Lutan scored the highest. They had some great flexibility, lead time management, quality, and services offered. Next, we looked at Lutai ranking 102 points as they had great lead time, abilities, capabilities, and services offered. And that left high fashion as 3 out of 3 due to some strategic outlook opportunities and customer service opportunities. Export shown to be a high leader with a supplier choice for India as they provide strong capacities with the number of facilities that they have in producing over 1.6 million garments a month. They also have great cost and quality. We then ranked both Philos and Bilalmi as ties due to opportunities in flexibility, lead time, or capacities. BWA shown to be the higher supplier due to the rankings. They have great capabilities and capacities, producing over 60,000 units a week. They also have a professional website and great management. The other companies scored very close to each other. Some of the opportunities were the cost, customer service, and management, and lacking in professional websites. Aquella rated the highest with 111 points. The abilities, cost, customer service, and customers like Guess and J. Crew rated very well. The other two companies, Laguna and Palmer, had some opportunities when it came to capacity, cost, and lead time, and their strategic outlook.
Hi everyone, my name is Caitlin McNicholas. Today I'm going to talk to you about our placement strategy. Our company is comprised of 600 plus brick and mortar store locations, as well as a comprehensive e-commerce website. Due to the size of our company, we have decided to place about 1.4 million units for the year in 4 woven shirt styles. Our line plan strategy is on the next slide. This is our line plan. The first style, S20 WVN01, is a short sleeve dress shirt. Because this is a short sleeve style, you can see that we place most of our units during the warmer summer and spring months. During the holiday period, this style slows down, so for that reason, our units drop from October to January. The second style listed is a long sleeve plaid sport shirt. As you can see, the units for this style remain heavy during the colder months of the year and slow down during the warmer months. Plaid shirts are a great gift-giving product, so for that reason, we increase the units during the holiday period. The floor set occurs in January, so you can see our units increase to accommodate the stores. The third style listed is a long sleeve Oxford sport shirt. This shirt is a basic item for us, but it does come in a fashion color block color. The units were placed similar to the long sleeve plaid sport shirt. The final style listed in the chart is S20 Woven 03. It is a short sleeve linen sport shirt. This is our most seasonal woven shirt, so we place the least amount of units for this product. This shirt is a spring and summer essential for traveling. For that reason, we place the majority of the units during the summer months. This is our finalized placement strategy. We ended up eliminating El Salvador as a country to manufacture our goods because it posed the most risk. After much analysis, we ranked the remaining countries on a scale of 1 to 10. India ranked 6.3 of 10, China ranked 6.8 of 10, and Mauritius ranked 7.3 of 10. India has some of the lowest costs to manufacture our most intricate styles, so we placed units for 2 styles with Texport Industries. China had minimal risk, so we placed about 350,000 units with Wuxi Lutan Garment Company. Finally, Mauritius ranked highest for the least amount of risk, but it proves expensive to manufacture in Mauritius. So for that reason, we only placed about 350,000 units with one of our top-ranked suppliers, Aquarella.
Hi, Hi, this is Tanner Lunetta, and I will be going over the supply chain solutions. To start out, we have DHL. They were awarded the top logistics company in the United States, and they have many locations. One concern we have is that they are very high cost, and we could maybe be not made the priority as there are multiple clients they serve. We also have no need for the combination of air and ocean freight that they offer. Another company we looked at was DB Schinker. They came out with a high score of 9.2. They're very well known, and they have many fashion clients. Their costs are higher than average, and they do charge extra charges for sustainability that might not be applicable to us quite yet. Next, we have FedEx. Some pros of theirs are they have some added security and monitoring services, and they also offer many value-added services like warehousing. They are one of the more expensive options with services like SenseAware that if we don't choose, there could be a higher error margin, but also would be very expensive to pay for. Next, we have Creative Logistics Solutions. They have many years of experience and they ensure high return on investment, but they do have no carrier system in place, and it would be a high initial investment to install their technology at our Houston location. Next, we have DSV. They do provide inbound and outbound logistics, and they have a large global reach in 80 plus countries, but there is very high competition with clients that are much larger than us, and there could be a chance we would be paying for included services that we don't need. Next, we have UPS Supply Chain Solutions. They have a very established reputation and offer direct delivery service to retail locations, but they are very high cost and very high competition. One of the better ones was NFI Industries with a score of 9.3. They do offer customized supply chain solutions and distribution centers near a lot of key ports, which would be great, but they are very expensive due to the level of customization and their Fortune 100 customers. Next, we have the YRC Freight. They have been ranked the leading transporter of retail goods, but they do have a very big con of Walmart being one of their bigger customers, who has a reputation for trying to beat out other customers so that they're made the priority. Next, one of the higher ranked ones was XPO Logistics with a score of 9.4. They have very high capacity global e-commerce solutions, and they have an ability to ship to 230 countries, which is great, but they have ran into recent financial trouble from a client experiencing bankruptcy that caused them to lose $15 million, so it could not be the best time for us to invest in them. For this reason, we decided to go with CEVA Logistics, who also has a score of 9.4. We decided to go with them because they have a lot of efforts in place to reduce costs. They offer specialized services for the fashion and retail segments, and they work to reduce inventories, provide visibility of orders until delivery, and they use their e-commerce and e-fulfillment platforms to support omni-channel logistics. All of these factors are very important for Gents. Some concerns that we might have are that they do have a lot of other fashion and retail customers, which could make competition a little bit high as far as being the priority, and of course cost, and we do wonder if we could potentially be paying for things and services that we don't necessarily need, but all in all, we found that this would be the best supply chain solution for us, so we decided to go with CEVA. Thank you.